Hey guys, what's up? Shin0525 here, back with another drawing video. It's Sunday, so we're making another drawing video, and this video is going to be on Skeleton Tricky from Friday Night Funkin'. Yeah, so it's I drew Tricky before, but I guess this is like his skeleton form. Again, I'm not really that familiar with the game, so just kind of Googled it, and this is what came up. So, yeah, we're going to be drawing him today, and this video was requested by Sprite Monster Animations. Thank you so much for the request. I hope you like it. And I hope by the end of the video we can all draw a skeleton Tricky here. So without further ado, let's get our pencils ready and let's jump in. Alright guys, so to start off drawing Tricky here, what we're going to do is draw a nice big circle. He's mostly a head, so you want the circle to be a pretty decent size. And then what we're going to do is we're going to draw a nice little line that goes down here like this. And what we're going to do here is we're going to kind of get like a little kind of like rectangle. It kind of goes down, well, it's not even really a rectangle, but this kind of like square shape over and then up. Kind of follow this like that. And then we can extend this out just a little bit further. Like this. So you should have a shape that looks something like this. And again, keep it light. This is just a gesture. We're going to like a line for where his mouth is. We're going to get a line for where his eyes are, which should be about here. And that's pretty much good for the head gesture that we're going to go with. Then after that, you can kind of get like a little curve line like this. This is going to be like his skeleton, or like his spine. And then you're just going to get a big circle right here for one arm, or one hand. It has kind of like floating hands. And another one right here. And that's pretty much it for the gesture that we need. So let's jump into detail here. So I'm going to jump into his face. And what we're going to start out with doing is drawing his eyes. Thought I heard a noise. Anyway, so to draw his eyes, what we're going to do is draw two big circles here and here. One second, let me close the door, it's making noise. Okay, and we're back. Sorry about that, the door was actually open, it was creaking. So I had it was just annoying me. Anyway, so we're back, and this is what we're going to do. We're going to draw, we got the eyes down, and now what we're going to do is draw kind of like the eyebrows around it. So this is pretty good spacing for the eyes, and what we're going to do here is we're going to start kind of here and make like a little C shape, like this. And then it's going to curve up, and then over, and then up, and then over here like that. So you get a line that looks something like that. And then here it's going to dip in, so you get like a nice little kind of spike here. And then it's going to go up and over. And we're going to get another little curve line right here going up and over like that. And then for here, we're going to just get a very similar to like this shape right here, just a curve line that goes up. A little bit past this one, kind of curves down, over and up like this. And then here we're going to get the second eyebrow, which is just going to curve down, over like that, and kind of go up, and then in, like that. And we'll get a little curve line right here. I'm going to another little curve like that. And then for his eye, like the eye socket itself, what we're going to do is draw kind of like a curve line going down here. And then another curve line going down here. It's going to wrap up and over and in like that. And then here we're actually going to kind of get the nose first. So what we're going to do is get a line that dips down. Kind of follows the curve for this oval that we have. And then dips in like this. And then we'll get this eye off of here, so it'll just be this curved line that goes up, and then over, like that. And now here we're going to give it a little bit of depth by drawing another little line that hugs this line. And kind of same thing on here, we're going to get a line that hugs very close to this line, like that. And then we'll get a line connecting in here. And now we could draw in his little nose. His little nose will be about here. And basically it's just this kind of like bean type shape. So you get one here and then one curving the other way like that for like his nostrils. And you could shade this in black as well. Same thing on this side. And now just to kind of finish off his eyes here, what we're going to do is draw little cracks. We're going to get one here like this. And then another one here like that. You don't really get any on this side because we don't see it. So it's pretty much like where his like face is, his upper face. Now we're going to go into like kind of like his jaw. So we're going to kind of gesture it out a little bit further. So he's going to have like the start of his jawbone about here. So it's going to be like this shape. And it's going to go down, kind of over, and then in. And we're going to give it a little bit of depth like this. Something like that. And then this line will kind of curve around and kind of go in like that. So now that we have this gesture down, what we could do is draw in his teeth. So we could get, I like doing like kind of big circles, so we're going to get a few here, and they're going to kind of follow this curve. Like that. Then we're going to get some more teeth right here. I don't know if there's like a set number. I'm just going to kind of wing it. Just kind of draw in how many, like fill out this. But once we get that down, we can kind of draw the teeth individually now. So I'm going to start out with this one, and this tooth's going to kind of be in front of all the rest. So what we're going to do is start off, it's kind of very squarey, so it's going to be a curved line like this. Then it's going to go down, kind of curve over like that. So there's one. And then here, this tooth's going to go off, kind of go into like a little spike here, like that. And then this one's going to be a little bit more of a spike. It's a little bit more bendy up on the top here. This one will just be another curve like this. Then for this tooth, this one will also be flat, and it goes off this one, so it's kind of flat on the bottom here, kind of curves up, and then over, like that. And then this tooth will curve around, kind of down like this, and then this one will kind of be behind that one as well, just kind of spike out, like that. And on the bottom, very similar. We'll start with this tooth right here. This will be the front one. Kind of go off. Again, kind of flat, so it doesn't have a spike on it. This one kind of curves up and then over like that. Kind of same thing with this one. And we'll get one more here that kind of gets covered up by the rest. And then here, very similar to these three, we are just going to get three more kind of spikes like this. It's perfect. And now for a little detail on here for the upper teeth, what we're going to do is draw a nice little curve line that kind of hugs the top of these like this. Here we'll curve it around like here, here, and then this one will curve in like that. And then off this line here, what we're going to do is draw a line going out for the cheekbone and then curve it in. Like that. And now that we got that down, we could draw in his kind of jaw here. So we're basically going to start here and draw a curved line that curves down and over like that. And then here it's going to curve out, kind of dip in slightly here, and then kind of straighten out as it goes down. And I'll curve in a little bit, curve over here, like that. Then it's going to curve in about there, and then we're going to start before this line here, and just curve it down, over, and kind of straighten out when we get to the edge here. It's just going to curve around, and then into here like that. So there's his jaw. And then here we can kind of get like his temple line. It kind of goes off here, and it's going to just be a curved line, curves in, and then up like this. And now we're going to like kind of fill out his head shape a little bit. So basically it's actually pretty simple. What we're going to do is just draw a nice big kind of curved dome line that kind of follows this line right here, but we're going to extend it out a little bit. So I'm going to turn the paper a little bit. Saying little bit a lot. I have like 2 phrases that I use like all the time when I do these how to draw videos. If you watch them long enough, you'll be like, yep, you do. So like that, and we're going to just extend the back out a little bit, because that's kind of more of like what a human skull looks like. It kind of goes out a little bit more here. But it doesn't have to be perfect, and you're going to see why right now, because he has like fire hair. So to draw that in, basically, it's this kind of like big kind of curve shape like this. But all you want to do is kind of just add like jaggedy lines like this that kind of go into a point, and then it comes down. And again, there's no like exact like reason or exact method to do it, just kind of like these little jagged lines as you go up. And then here, kind of the same thing. It's going to go out here like this, and then curve kind of in. But what we're going to do here is, again, draw kind of jaggedy lines. Kind of curve it in a little bit here. And then as it flows out. But you do want it to get to like a point here. Like that. Again, it doesn't have to be exact. There's no like exact shape. Just kind of like these nice sharp jagged lines. Almost make it look like fire. Almost. So there's that. You can erase the overlap with the skull. So again, if this line isn't perfect, this part of the hair kind of hides it for you. And then he does have like a halo. And the halo is pretty easy to draw. Basically, you just draw this kind of oval shape like that. And then what we're going to do is draw another oval that hugs the inside like this, but it is broken, which is actually a pretty cool idea, having a broken halo. So to draw that in, once you have your kind of halo shape, what we're going to do is draw just kind of like jaggedy lines like this, and then over here like that. Same thing on this side, just jaggedy lines. And then you can erase the overlap like that to disconnect it. So there you go, you have this broken halo. And if you want to, you can kind of shade in this part where you kind of see on the inside, if you want to. Makes it look a little bit better. But that's pretty much it for his face. And honestly, we got past the real hard part. So now we'll go into the slightly easier part, which is his hands. His hands still can be a little tricky. Ha ha ha. Since we're drawn tricky. I'm so funny. Anyway. But his hands really aren't that bad. He only has kind of like 4 fingers. So like 3 fingers and a thumb. And basically they're just going to be these kind of like big circles that kind of go in an arc. And all you really want to do is you kind of draw like a big circle, and then another circle, and then a tinier circle right there. And then kind of the same thing here. So we're going to get like a big circle, smaller circle, and then the tiniest circle right there. And then this one's going to kind of overlap his face a little bit. But once you get like these 3 series of circles, all you want to do is kind of just make them like a little bit jagged, kind of make them look like rocks. So just kind of put like, instead of having like perfect circles, you kind of just go up straight, kind of curve it down, maybe curve it in a little bit, kind of go out, kind of over, and then like straighten it out a little bit. And then on this one, it kind of is more of like, it just curves down, in and over. And this is kind of the same for all the tips of the fingers. But it pretty much goes out like that. So you get the one here, kind of curve over, down and in, kind of get this one going out, over, curve it down and over like this. And then you get kind of like the tip of the fingertip right here. And then we'll get one more, and this one will be kind of shorter, more hidden, because it's kind of behind the other fingers. That, and then one more tip. Again, there's no like perfect way to do it, so just kind of like, instead of, kind of make them like boxy almost, but still kind of following that circle shape. A little complicated, but make a shape that looks like this, basically. Just if you're drawing, just draw this. Perfect tutorial. Perfect tutorial language. Just do what I do. Like that. And then for his bottom, like where his palm is, super easy. It's basically just kind of like this kind of curvy square that goes up and over like this. And you get another one right about there. So there's that hand. And then this hand, pretty much the same thing. We're going to get kind of like a thumb though here. So you're basically just adding an extra finger. So we're going to get like, be curving in around like that. And then we'll get another hand, another finger, or another finger, kind of curving in like that. And we're basically going to just do the same thing. So I'll start off with the thumb here. Start here with a curve line. This is going to be one segment. And it's going to go out, curve over, down, and over. And this one's going to be like real bent. And then we'll get the fingertip here, like that. Here, we're going to just go off of here and just draw another segment. Stop about there, curve it down. We're going to go over and up, and then curve it in and over. And then we're going to get like a fingertip here. Kind of the same thing on this side, just curve it over, down, kind of in there. And we'll get a fingertip. And again, this gets easier as you go on because like you see less and less of the fingers on the sides. And now for the last one, I'm going to just darken this as well. We're just going to kind of see like the fingertip here as it goes in, and maybe like a little bit over here, like that. And then here we're going to get a curve line going down, over, in, kind of go into like the middle here. This is going to be where his like palm is. It's going to curve out and then over like this. And if you want to, you can put a little like kind of curve line here, here, just kind of like little cracks in it, because like it's made out of like rock basically. So there's that. And the last thing we need to draw in is his like vertebrae. And honestly, they're not that bad. I'm pretty much going to draw the shape here just separately because a lot of them get covered up. So basically what we're going to do is draw kind of like an oval like that. And then it's going to have like a spike here. And then a line going through the middle. And then it just kind of like wraps up and around. So this is pretty much the shape we're going to get. And we're basically going to just keep putting that around here. So we're going to have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get one around here. 6, 7, 8, 9. And I think they kind of get smaller as you go down. Like that. But we're going to be drawing this shape where all these circles are. So I will show you how to do that. So basically what we're going to start out with is we're going to get like kind of like this curve line for like the oval. So like the top of the oval here. We're not going to complete it. We're just going to get this little like hook almost. And then here we're going to start and get the little spike that's right here. Draw that right here. So we get that little spike out. And then the bottom part's simply just going to wrap around and in like that. And then you just get a line right here in the middle for the top part. And then you basically just repeat that again here. So you get that curve line. Go into the spike, curve it down and around, and then you get that middle line. And then same thing here, curve line. And again, we're just basically going to redraw this shape a whole bunch as we go down. So now here, it's going to kind of go down, curve around and in. Here we're going to see like the front of it, so we're going to see more of this part. So basically what we're going to do here is we're going to draw that curve line like this. So like this part. And then this is just going to be a curve line that wraps around and in like that. And then we'll get a curve line in the middle that hugs it. So you basically get like almost like a hockey puck looking shape. And you kind of get the same thing here. You will kind of see the point right about there. So this is like the middle line. And we're going to just wrap it around. Go down and in. And you kind of see a little bit of this top line. But since they're getting on top of each other, we're going to stop drawing that for this one. Here you'll get the spike, it'll curve around and over like that. You'd get the middle line, but now you don't see the top line because this part's over it. And lastly, kind of same shape as this, just spike around, goes up, and then you get that middle line for the vertebrae. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much how you draw a skeleton. Tricky. A little complicated. Again, I definitely say look at a reference for them. It's honestly not that bad, but you could get like messed up on some of the some of the details here. But anyway, I will put the sketch that we just did up there, and it's not going to stand. No, it will. No, it won't. There we go. Oh. It's like wanting to fall. Stay. No. God damn it. Okay, I'll just leave my finger on it. I had to do that for the last video, too. So anyway, guys, that's how you draw a skeleton tricky from Friday Night Funkin'. So yeah, thank you again, Sprite Monster Animations, for the request. And if you guys have requests, I do take them. All you need to do is leave what you want me to draw in the comment section below. I'll take your name, what you requested, put it on my how to draw list, and on Sunday when I make a drawing video, I just randomly pick one off the list. There's no rhyme or reason. It's just kind of what I feel like drawing that day. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, thanks, bye. Later.